Hi, welcome back to the channel. I've had a request and it is Self Reiki. So quite a few years ago I did a video on Reiki and it was just more of a demonstration of why you would do it rather than doing the Reiki itself, because you get people that really are masters, and I trained in it but I'd never call myself a Reiki master. So can you do Reiki on yourself? Yes. How do you do it on yourself? Is it simple to do and what are the effects? So let's have a quick chat about what it is, why you would do it and how you can do it. So if you are not familiar with it, what's Reiki? So it is basically a way to unblock blocked energies within your body. If you're aware of it, familiar with it, or believe in it, then the theory is that the energy flows through our bodies. And if you get blockages, that can be when you don't feel good, and it could be physically, emotionally, spiritually, and you can then work with someone or do it yourself to unblock those energies, unblock the chakras. So the theory is, again, that the energy is flowing through the ground. We talk about grounding. So again, you might think, yeah, that makes sense. Flows through the ground, flows through us, flows out of us. But if there's a blockage, then something's not quite right, and it might show in you in many different ways. You might feel flat, you might feel sad, depressed, not well. There might be an area of you that's aching. It might be something that is very specifically physical. You might just feel under the weather. So you're unblocking those energies, or chakras as they sometimes say too. What you're really doing is working just to make yourself feel balanced again. So it really does come down to being in balance, which again makes sense when you think about feeling good. When you feel good, you feel balanced. What's homeostasis in your body? It's the body's natural balance. So there will be people that don't agree or don't believe in it, but when you think about it, you can understand why it makes sense. So how can you do it? So if you go to someone for Reiki, quite often they are holding their hands maybe above you, they're drawn to certain areas, you feel a heat developing. So say for instance, it's on your wrist, they might relax you obviously, they might work on you, they might work to balance chakras first, they might do sweeping, and then they might start working from the top down, or they might be drawn to areas, and sometimes they're not even touching you, but you can feel the heat building up just where they are. And maybe again, they're drawn to your wrist because your wrist's a bit achy. They might have not even known your wrist was achy, they were just drawn to it, but you knew it was. So there can be that sort of tuning in thing. But you might feel a heat building up and they might not even be touching you. Or maybe they are touching you, or it could even be part of a massage. There are so many different ways that you can do Reiki. You can do it on yourself. And I'd say the easiest way might be through a meditation. So if you're meditating or relaxing, even take it even simpler, you're just relaxing, you could close your eyes, imagine the white light above you, just shining down on you. Just think about relaxing, clearing your head of stressful thoughts, put on a meditation if you want to, put on relaxing music. And you could just start to work with your hands on certain areas. Maybe you're drawn to an area because it feels good at that time. Put your hands on it. Maybe it could be that you don't know which areas that you want to go to, and you're just working from top to bottom or wherever your hands feel they need to go. It could be that you want to hold your hands above an area and see if you can feel the heat building up, or touch the area or massage the area. Maybe it's a sore shoulder. And you just think, right, I'll do my meditation, I'll relax, I'll imagine the white light, and I'll just do some self-Reiki while I'm meditating, while I'm relaxing. It's that simple. It does not have to be complicated. But obviously what you might want to do is find some videos where they might actually do a guided self-Reiki practice just to get you started before you feel that you want to go ahead and do it yourself. But if you think about it, if you can't go to someone, you don't want to go to someone, you can't afford to go to someone, but you do want to try it out, or you do want to see what it's all about, see if it works for you, isn't it great to know that you can actually do it yourself? There's something about that that makes you realise that these practices are thousands of years old, but they're not exempt from you. It's not a case of you cannot have them or you cannot practice them. They're open to everyone. You just have to dig a little bit deeper and see if it's for you and if it will work for you and if it's something that you can incorporate into your life. So just to sum up, I would recommend that if you really want to look at it and it's completely new to you, then take a look online for a guided self-Reiki practice. And bear in mind that with everything, sometimes you do experience instant relaxation, but other times there can be a healing crisis, and the healing crisis can be that you might feel worse before you feel better. So bear that in mind, and there's always contraindications to everything, even when you're doing it on yourself. So because I'm talking about heat and relaxation, the benefits are that it might help you go to sleep. It might make something feel better. It might bring down your stress levels. It might solve an issue that's there. So all these things are possible. But sometimes you might actually feel a tingle. You might feel pins and needles. As I say, something might feel a bit achier before it feels better. With the healing crisis, sometimes you can feel a bit sick. It doesn't last for long, but that can be a reaction. So it's worth bearing that in mind too. Also, remember that you should know what your intentions are. So go into self-Reiki with an idea of what it is you're looking for, as simple as de-stressing and relaxing. But also, are you looking for it to be physical, spiritual? Is it something that you need to know what the purpose is for? You won't really get somewhere if you just think, oh, I want to do self-Reiki, and you don't really know what it is you're doing. Have a purpose. And then remember, with energy, it's always a good idea to shake it off when you're finished. So even though it might feel silly and you might think, what is it I'm doing here? If you've been working on an area and you might spend 5 or 10 minutes on an area, shake off the energy. And it can be as simple as literally shaking your fingers. Just shake off the energy, start again, work on a fresh area. If you're not sure what you're doing, honestly, find a channel, find a Reiki practitioner that's on YouTube that you like what they do and it's speaking to you and it's working for you, and give it a try. And then let me know how you get on, because Reiki can be a lovely treatment to have. I've had it done before by Reiki practitioners, and honestly, I felt as if I was just in the most ultimate relaxation. The Reiki master also told me that she could tell that I was in a deep relaxation. And I told her as well, I saw colours. Remember, we've talked about the chakras and the different colours. When she was doing it on me, I actually saw vibrant colours with my eyes closed in my deep relaxation. And I was able to tell her the colours, and then she explained to me what it meant. So if you try self-Reiki, let me know. If you already practice it, let me know. I'd love to hear your experiences and your thoughts. Have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.